once in a while, it seems, I'll see a comment on a video or whatever. If someone in a live chat, of someone saying, like, hey, grid down, after so long, they're going to come for your food. They're going to come for your preps. They're going to come for your animals. Who's they? Well, the marauders, the jackboots, whoever, anyone and everyone who's hungry and doesn't have it of their own. I guess the idea is, well, like the rabbits, they'll have to go underground. So hide your animals in an event. Be ready for one of the first things you do, one of the first moves you make is to dig them a bunker. Dig them a hole. Dig them a rabbit hole. Hide it. Cover it with brush and trees. However you got to do it is what I'm thinking. Because really, realistically, everyone's going to be coming from the animals. They're going to be coming for the food and the preps. If I can go gray man, be a bum, and not have nothing, well, we're just struggling to get by, guys, just like you. Hide all the animals and prepare to grow food in the dark, right? So, grand solar minimum, ice age. For how long? I don't know. I'm not told. So, I'm thinking grow zones shifting, unstable climate patterns, 200 mile per hour winds, extreme heat events, extreme cold events, winters during summer. How do you prepare for that? Well, you got to greenhouse. I thought, the pit was really clever because it's half underground. It's real simple construction the way I'm going to make the frame. And greenhouse plastic, have extra plastic. That's kind of like a given. Have extra plastic, and you can design yourself some pits. It just takes a little bit of shoveling, a little bit of work, like anything else. You're just gonna keep your back straight. Growing food in the dark. I really feel like this is where it's going. What grows good in the dark? In the dark or with little hours of light, few hours of light. You're talking maybe it's 4 hours of light each day. How do you do that? What plants? Cave moss, cave fish, fatty fish. I'm gonna get a fish species, not sure which kind, some kind, for my pond that will live through the winters, the extreme ones that are up ahead, the volcanic winters. So how do we grow food during that? Or like nuclear fallout, volcanic ash. We have bigger issues if that's the case. We'll eat our preps in our underground shelter that we customize. But if it doesn't get that extreme and it's just some events, some grid down, growing the food, having the greenhouse, a thermal, a warm place to grow the food. And that, my thought is, the pit can be kept warm with a compost pile if it's churned properly. And there's probably some other heating techniques. Maybe a fire, right? Move out a wood-burning stove. I want to get a portable one as well. I have this one that I hooked up, but there's like what are they called? They're like straight pipes, and have that to also use, and if I need to use it somewhere, like in the greenhouse, to keep it warm. Tough times, you may just be living out there with your food, keeping it alive. It's seriously going to come to that. You're going to see, or you're going to die. You're going to have to do like our ancestors did for generations, or they just didn't exist. They grew their own food, and they were attached to it, rooted to it, in a way where it's like it matters so much. You stay out there and guard it, on guard, you protect it and keep it warm. And I'm thinking, grow cave moss, some edible cave moss, and cave fish. There's like the ant people who did it. They did it. They had to have done it. If they were surviving in the caves, that's what a little bit of research led me to read up some stuff like that. That thought that was pretty cool. The ant people. They got it planned out. They were smart. Up here, I don't know, the sun's frying our brains or something. Weeding in here to get this ready for peas, and it made me think. And I'm saving everything that I pull all the weeds, the real green organic feed this is. And I'm gonna feed it to the animals. And even when I'm going through here, I'm finding worms, and I'm sure grubs too soon. Not yet, I haven't seen any. But all those, I'm gonna pull those too and put them in this bucket and feed them, toss it over to the animals so the rabbits and the chickens and the ducks will pick at it all, and it's another feed input. When I did my research on the ant people, the cave fish, it was important for them because they had a vitamin D3 deficiency for living in a cave and not having any sunlight. So that idea is that same will happen if we have to stay indoors for extended period of time, stay underground for extended period of time. You got to make sure you're getting that vitamin D. And the cave fish got fat. That's the whole thing, I believe, is that their fat really contained all that vitamin D3. Final rinse for my dishes. Right under my filtration. I have these filtration systems. This is my filtration station. I filter my water, my dog's water, my animals, the chickens, the rabbits, the ducks, everybody gets clean water. Beyond organic. You figure most farms, a lot of farms, they're feeding their animals tap water, their well water. It's not the cleanest water. It could probably be cleaner water. I want my animals to have the cleanest water.